remember there was this guy, Chuck. I've probably told some Chuck stories before, but basically here's the deal. Chuck lived in a trailer on a property that was attached to the back end of my dad's property. He was basically a hobo. He's still alive. He still is a hobo. He's got this crazy long beard. He's like 50. No. That's the thing. He was my mother's age, like in her early 40s, but he looked ancient. He looked 60. And his fingers were yellow from all the cigarettes he smoked, and he always drank like a Red Dog beer. But he was my liquor hookup. I'd take Chuck to the liquor store, give him $20 and he'd come back with a 12-pack of beer and he'd get himself a little bottle, and that was a fair exchange. And it was always funny because like that was one of the ways that like girls would need alcohol, and I can help you out with that. And I'm not talking about younger girls. I'm talking about like I'm also underage. Like I'm helping girls my age.
Your 18-year-old peers.
Yeah, I'm helping my peers get alcohol. And so we go pick Chuck up. So it's like, and I'd have the girls in the car with me. So every time Chuck saw me, I had like 3 or 4 hot chicks with me. He just thought I was literally a pimp. He asked me one time, he's like, "Man, are you slinging that pussy?" And I went, "What?" He said, "Are you slinging that pussy? Because I'd like to get a slice." And I was like, "No, dude, no. Well, I mean, kind of, but no."
But you were saying Chuck could roll a joint?
Oh, yeah, Chuck could roll a joint like one-handed like this. Like not a joint, but cigarettes. He rolled his own cigarettes because he couldn't afford them, so he'd buy this giant bag of tobacco, and he always rolled his own, and he constantly smoked, so his fingers were just so yellow.
The legend has it. Yeah, come on, Asian. That's what I'm looking for. I had Oriental in my head, which is like racist, and you can't say that. And I'm like, he was the and I was half ready to like do the eyes. Like
oh my god,
like none of these are good ideas.
I like how you're telling us like it's better, your process of how your brain works. Like I was gonna say Oriental, too racist. So then I was gonna squint my eyes like this.
And then I was going to call him a gook, but I'm not even sure where he's from. So does gook even apply?
I was going to ask, did he play in a Godzilla movie? Is that too much? No.
So, all these horrible things, but I didn't do any of them, so don't give me shit. No, guys that masturbate and asphyxiate at the same time, right? Like that's not. You need to be.
You know what the smart way to do that is?
If you're gonna jerk off and masturbate at the same. That's the same thing. If you're gonna jerk off and hang yourself at the same time, you need a safety buddy,
a breakaway collar.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. What if you had something you were hanging yourself with that when you applied all your body weight, it would let you go?
Like the controllers on Xboxes, they made the breakaway cable. So if you yanked your controller, you didn't yank the whole thing out. It broke away. So if your entire body weight falls forward, noose breaks.
Called a choke and tug. Business idea, make it happen.
I'm just thinking it through.
I was asked that question.
Is there something that rhymes better than choke and tug? Like if it was a sex thing, choke and poke would totally work.
That's a recent thing, and I was asked that legitimately by my parents during high school. Like, do you know about this? Do you do this? No, I'm not fucking crazy. I'm not. Never would I do that. I don't care how great it is.
So your parents asked you if you choke yourself while you jerk off?
Well, they first asked if it was a thing, and then asked that question. I was like, yeah, I heard of it. But I heard of it through George Carlin. That's where I first heard of it. Was that joke? One of his bits was that. And I was watching that with parents, so I don't know why they didn't. I immediately asked it.
Was it David Tanner? Who's the guy that did Kung Fu and killed himself doing that?
David Carradine.
David Carradine.
Yeah. That's. I think that was where I first heard of it. Because he
killed
himself.
Like 4 years ago or something.
Or David Carradine.
Seems like more than that.
Not really.
I want to deep fry a turkey, but I think you almost have to do it in peanut oil, and Kitty's allergic to it, like she'll die. You can't do that. But those are the best. Like if you deep fry it, the whole turkey, it's so fucking good.
Yeah,
that's my favorite.
Peanut allergies are so hardcore.
They're weak. That is just genes that need to be weaned out. Okay, that's what that is. People being sent to the hospital from a
Kitty, I'm not on board with this.
Ridiculous. This is natural selection in effect, people. It starts with peanuts.
A lot of people that need to be weaned out.
Yeah, come on. Peanuts are amazing. They're good for you.
And gingers.
Well, your body can't. It's like milk. Can't take milk. Get out.
Ginger.
You're not.
Hit
I
the
don't
road,
think-
Ginger.
Are people allergic to ginger? Is that a thing?
No, I'm talking about people with red hair.
Oh, I'm on board for this. Get out. You know? White skin. What are you doing?
I'm going Hitler on this thing. I'm just picking like races and looks and getting rid of them.
Yeah, the whole allergy thing's taking too long. I got my own plan.
Yeah.
Woody's got backhoe soon. We'll deal with this.
Ginger, leave it. You can't get a good suntan? Adios.
Woody can make a hell of a mass grave in that yard.
I could make a giant mass grave. I mean, I think I could bury over 1,000 people. Easily. If you stack them a couple
Well,
deep.
if you dig deep enough, I mean, it's limitless, really, when you think of it. You just keep stacking them on top of each other, throw a blanket down.
Okay, so they got a Norelco ad. I want to say Electric Razor sponsorship, and the way they used this, I'm sure their creative department came up with this, was they had Beetlejuice come in, who's a small black midget.
Kyle's racist.
From Howard Stern, right?
Yeah, who's retarded, and his head's very small. Like his head's about 1/3.
Why would you call black people retarded? That's not even a stereotype.
I mean, he is. He's like Marfan syndrome or something.
Oh, you're both
Yeah,
doing it.
They tested his IQ. He's in the retarded.
His
I'm
mouth
just
looks like a
goofing.
goat.
Yeah,
Stop generalizing all black dwarves.
I'm not. I'm very
it's you,
specific
Chiz.
about Beetlejuice. I think his name's Lester. We could hire him, by the way. By the way, go to it's like jollydwarf.com. You can hire him. Like we could have him on the show if we wanted. I think. But he's a severely retarded black midget man. Anyway.
I don't think people are voting against Obama because he's an N-bomb. You know, I think.
Wow.
I didn't say the word, right? Can't you say?
I know, but why would
I'm trying to get into the
saying
mind
it's not because
of
of
the
racist.
Republican
Oh, I
voter.
got it.
Yeah.